What up, guys? And Kenny here. I'm back in another video today. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to win your first classic challenge win. So this actually applies to grand challenges as well. So if you guys haven't even won your first classic challenge but haven't won a grand challenge yet, these tips still do apply. Um, so I'm gonna have like a tips portion of the video and also like a live gameplay portion of the video. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. I'm gonna be playing Ice Bow for the classic challenge, but these are just general tips helping you guys to actually win your first classic challenge. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It helps um push the video out to other people who may need to know how to win a classic challenge, and it just overall supports me. And if you guys found this video helpful at all, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me grow and it helps me put out more videos like this that are helpful to people. Alright, so I'm gonna be putting some replays up while I share my tips. And let's start with the first one. Tip number 1. Play what you're most comfortable with. When I first started doing classic challenges, I would struggle because I would always switch decks if one deck wasn't working for me. It was until I switched to a deck I was most comfortable with, which is Ice Bow in my case, until I started seeing improvements. I would say this is a big tip because when you're playing decks that you're not really familiar with, you're not really sure what interactions go which way, or how interactions might actually really go. And you're just playing sort of by luck because you don't know much about the deck at all. And I feel like that's a big mistake a lot of people run into when they're trying to get their first classic challenge win. Okay, so the second tip is enter every game like it's your last. So something I struggled with and still struggle with today is getting cocky when I've been outplaying my opponent all game and I'm around 10 wins with 0 losses. As the match progresses, I would make like careless mistakes that would eventually cost me the game. What I would suggest is to focus on your gameplay. Don't underestimate your opponent, even if your opponent happens to have like a level 8 king tower in like a classic challenge, and don't be afraid to play games out until the duration of overtime. So utilize your deck's defensive capabilities and don't be too rushed to finish your game at that certain point, because that would eventually lead you to making mistakes that you would normally not make at all. So yeah. So the third tip, attempt your first classic challenge win towards the end of the season. This is a tip that you guys probably have not ever heard before, but it's something that I really thought about and I do agree with. It's I say this because a lot of the time there are what I call classic challenge gatekeepers who probably racked up a few grand challenge wins or even gotten to 7,000 trophies that are more present in classic challenges during early or middle season. So a way to combat this is to try winning classic challenges or attempting classic challenges during the end season, where these players are more worried about getting their rank finished than a classic challenge. Because a lot of the time, some people may just be playing classic challenges for practice, like early on in the season or mid-season, testing the meta. And yeah, this tip also expands to grand challenges as well. Okay, so the fourth tip is know the meta. With knowing the meta, you have to have some form of game plan before you enter each match against popular decks and matchups. For example, if I struggle against like this new Golem deck that just came out, I would try to find replays on YouTube on how to beat that Golem deck, rather than just going in blindly without having any type of game plan which would just lead me to eventually losing to that Golem deck because I don't know how to play it, if that makes sense to you guys. Alright, and for our final tip, practice, practice, practice. So, just to be a little bit more specific, what I mean by practice is getting into the feel of challenges. This tip might seem like a little bit cliche, but if you hear what I have to say, you'll understand why it's one of the best tips on this whole list. Challenges opposed to ladder feel a lot different gameplay wise and feel a lot slower than on ladder. The reason why you might see like people from Royal Champion that don't have classic challenges is not because they're bad, but they simply don't know how to play in challenges. And that might be the case for you guys as well. Another reason why you should play challenges, you should practice getting into the habit of playing challenges is to get rid of your nerves. Like, if you get used to getting nervous at 9, 10, or even 11 wins, you'll eventually be able to control yourself in a way that you don't panic as much as you usually do. So, that was the case for me. Whenever I was close to like winning a grand challenge or something, I would panic and make like the noobiest of mistakes. I'd miss a spell. I would probably be a second or 2 or 3 seconds late on a kite that would eventually end in me like losing the game. So yeah, those are my tips. I'm gonna finish playing this game and we can go to the live gameplay. I should have the timestamps down below, so you guys can skip this if you guys want. Okay, now with the live gameplay. So I use the Valkyrie instead of the Knight in Icebo because it's a lot better against the Royal Recruits, which is a really bad matchup for Icebo, and against like the Ebarbs. The Ebarbs get a lot of value, as you guys may know, and sometimes they may force you to use a Rocket or like an extra card when you're using the Knight. So that's part of the reason why I have Valkyrie. Okay, let's get into our first game. Okay, we're up against Coco78. Let's give them the good luck. So I'm gonna play as patiently as I can. Oh wow, okay, we're up against a really bad matchup. I'm gonna actually Tesla in the middle. I'm not sure if we'll be able to win, but I'll try my best. I don't want to use anything yet because, okay, I'm gonna actually Ice Wizard and then Valk in the middle to pull everything. And this right here is probably gonna be a really, really good NATO. I'm gonna have the skeletons too to stop the flying machine from getting damage on my tower. I'm gonna log just so the Barbaro doesn't hit. And that was a pretty decent defense. It could have got a lot worse, but I'm pretty proud of the results. So if I play this correctly, I can show you guys what I mean by not being afraid to stall this game out. Got a defensive expo actually. I'm not going to be too aggressive in going in this match unless I have to. Okay, so he wasted a fireball. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm going to cycle an Ice Wizard just because I don't really want to cycle anything else just yet. I'm probably going to have to cycle a Tesla soon, so I can do that right now. That might be the next safest play. And he did something interesting right there. Okay, I'm going to try to get the King Tower activation just because it is a lot helpful in this matchup. I'm probably going to have to Ice Wizard because my Valkyrie's about to die. Okay, he used another fireball. That's gonna be fine. I can't really go in with an Expo to punish that fireball just because he has Royal Recruits in hand. And I'm just gonna play this really passively. Okay, I kind of expected him to Flying Machine. Oh, that got 3 hits. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to log cycle too. So this is like almost like the worst possible matchup you can get with Ice Bow. So he's BMing us, that's fine. That's completely fine. I might have to rocket his Royal Hogs if he chooses to do it. He should have enough elixir to rocket them. I think I might go in right here actually. He has Royal Hogs in cycle. Okay, he has recruits too. Gonna Ice Wizard down low. I'm not gonna, well, I can log now. Hopefully we get a connection and he's forced a fireball. That's gonna be really good for us. And I'm gonna go in again just because he shouldn't have royal recruits just yet. He should be close to having them, but not having them just yet. Okay. Okay, so it did target our Expo. That's kind of bad. Okay, I'm gonna Tesla that Flying Machine. Gonna go in again. Okay, after this, I should play straight defense. Okay, since I can't break through, I'm gonna play straight defense. Gotta set up with the Tesla soon because of his Flying Machine. He didn't play it yet. It's Valk to protect everything. This might get a little bit messy, guys. I'm gonna have to Tesla right here so his Motherwitch can't let any of those hogs get through. Okay, we just need one more rocket to finish the game. Wow, this was kind of stressful, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Good game, and I'm going to NATO. And yeah, we basically beat an almost impossible matchup. So of course I didn't get rid of all my nerves, but I got rid of most of them in the sense that I could concentrate on what I need to do. Okay, so we're 9-0. Okay, let's give him the good luck. Okay, so Bandit at the bridge. Bandit, I'm thinking Pekka Bridgespam or 3M. So I'm not going to go in until I completely figure out what his deck is. Okay, Furnace. So it seems like it could be something off meta. Against like spawners, I like doing this Tesla placement right here. It usually denies as much damage as possible. Okay, so what he did was he double dropped. So I can actually go in right here. And he wasted a cannon cart, 5 elixir. So he shouldn't have enough elixir to actually take care of this Expo fully. That Flying Machine's gonna get a lot of value, so I'm not gonna really do anything else except for like defend it. Okay, I'm gonna have to log this. It was kind of sad that I had to waste the Tesla right there, but it is what it is. Probably going to have to use the Valk too. He's probably gonna cannon cart or something. We are in a weird spot. I'm gonna have to NATO this Motherwitch in just so she dies, because I can't really afford to use skeletons against her because she'll spawn more pigs. Okay. Alright, so far so good. So notice my patience, guys. Alright, so he used the fireball. I'm just gonna defensive expo. Hopefully those fire spirits don't hit. Alright, I can set up other lane. I'm gonna Valk in the back opposite lane of where he's trying to push. And I do have to take care of that bandit, so I'm just gonna send. Okay, that's free rocket right there on the left side. That was a bad fireball in my opinion. I'm gonna set up with another Tesla. And I'm going to defensive expo low. I don't need to log that cannon cart just because my expo will take care of it. Alright. Let's actually start trying to go in, just because I feel like we took control of the game. And I'm very comfortable. Okay, I can rocket that. Hopefully I don't miss. I probably missed. Okay, yeah, I missed. But that's completely fine. Gonna have to NATO this, and this is gonna get a little bit messy, guys. Okay, sorry I wasn't talking, guys, but I was trying to concentrate. And it seems like we'll be able to pull this win off. Okay, he didn't hit my expo, which was kind of bad for him, in my opinion. I'm going to actually protect my Tesla. I'm going to pull everything in. Okay, I'm going to rocket just to finish the game. And yeah, this is looking really good for us now. I'm going to Tesla, and it should be a good game. Wow. So basically 2 counters in a row. Okay, and this guy is ranked 3K. Okay, we're 10-0 right now. Let's give him the good luck. I'm not going to cycle skeletons just yet, so I'm just going to wait before I cycle them in case he wants to do anything first. Okay, so I'm just going to Tesla for that bar barrel. I didn't use skeletons because I just feel like it's good to get a Tesla on the map early on. And yeah. Okay, Motherwitch. I like to rocket the Motherwitch. And it seems like this is another counter match. He has Barbaro and Motherwitch. Okay, I'm going to defensive expo just because I don't want to cycle my Ice Wizard for no reason without knowing what kind of deck he's playing. And okay, I figured out, and it seems like he has a big spell since he showed the Fireball. I'm guessing he also has Ebarbs. I might have just screwed up by cycling that Valkyrie, but we'll see. Okay, we might be able to get a King Tower activation with that Ewiz. So I'm going to wait till it gets in the position. Oh, I messed it up because I was too slow. Okay, I'm going to cycle my skeletons. He might actually Motherwitch right here. Yeah, I predicted that. So this can get a little tricky. Oh wow, how did that lock on? I don't want to go in because I know he has Cannon Cart and Cycle. That's just free value for him. I'm going to Defensive Expo again. Okay, and I can Valkyrie like this just because the Bandit has a large kiting range. Okay, and that was a bad E-Wiz. Hopefully I didn't miss the rocket on this tower, and I got the rocket, which is really good for us. I'm not going to cycle my skeletons because I know he's just going to Mother Witch and try to get value that way. Alright, so he uses Ebarbs. I have to use skeletons here low. Okay, I can't really go in just because he has Cannon Cart again. So I'm just going to Defensive Expo. And I can Tesla right here on the left side. Just for his other troops. And so I have defense on both sides. Okay, let's see if he cycles a Mother Witch in the back. Okay, he knows what he's doing, kinda. I can cycle skeletons low. Okay, I'm gonna Defensive Expo again. So again, I'm not afraid to let this match draw out because I know I'll have a better chance of winning instead of just going in aggressively. So I know he did Fireball and I could rocket, but I want to wait till I get maximum value to actually use my rocket. Okay. So the good thing about Valkyrie, I'll show you guys right here, she can take care of the Ebarbs no problem. Opposed to Knight. I'm not sure if he has Cannon Cart and Cycle, but I don't want to risk it. And yeah, I would have took a big chance by going in right there. So if you're unsure if something's in Cycle, I would say don't risk it. Just play safe until you're really sure and you're aware. So okay, so I'm just gonna repeat the same kind of defense. Gonna do it low, and I can rocket those troops over there. That's not a problem. His Mother Witch is out of cycle, so I can just skeleton safely. I'm gonna set up with another Tesla, and I'm just gonna Valk, just because she's gonna get a lot of value. I don't need to use another rocket until I'm really low and it's late game. So I'm fine with just kind of chilling out right here. Gonna use a low log. And I can just rocket just in case he somehow gets some miracle shots on me. So yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. This classic challenge. I did work really hard on this video, so I would appreciate any kind of support that I can get. Okay, so we're 11-0. Okay, so that guy, he has the 10x classic challenge badge. Okay, we're up against Hacker from Nova Nexus. Okay. I'm going to rocket the flying machine just because it gets a lot of value. Hopefully we don't miss. Oh my gosh, I can't play my rocket today, guys. I don't know what's going on. And we are in trouble. Because this might be Golem clone and our Ice Wizard is pretty much dead. So this is gonna be a real struggle. Okay, hopefully he doesn't have Night Witch and Cycle. If he doesn't have Night Witch and Cycle, we should be fine. Oh, okay, this is gonna get a little bit sketchy, guys. Okay, let's NATO. And the Night Witch died, but his skeleton dragons are still very much alive. So this kind of Golem clone matchup is not as easy as people make it out to be. Just because he does have skeleton dragons and the flying machine. So this is what I call like a really hard matchup. And I did miss a rocket, so, but it was kind of unfortunate that we did miss that rocket first game. I mean that game, but it's fine. I think we're still able to win this classic challenge. Okay, let's give him the good luck. Okay. I'm gonna wait a bit before I use my log. Okay, so Bandit. So either Pekka Bridgespam 3M or maybe even the deck we saw earlier today. Okay, it's looking like Pekka Bridgespam. And we missed those skeletons right there. It's Valkyrie in the middle. Okay, I'm not going to log because that's just a waste of elixir. I don't really need it. It's going to take care of the Ram Rider anyways. Yes, you could argue that I would get my Tesla in hand, but I just see no point, especially since I can cycle back to another one. So this is the new Pekka deck. I'm pretty sure Icebo has a really good matchup against it. Yeah, he set up with the Pekka in the back. I want to see if I should go in or not. You know what? I think it might be safe to go in. This might be like a gamble play sorta, but we'll see. Okay, that was an overcommitment by him, spending a bandit and a dark prince. He doesn't have zap, so our skeletons are gonna get like a ton of value. So I kind of don't recommend doing what I did right there. Like after I rocketed the Motherwitch, which was 4 elixir, I decided to go in, and that kind of play is a little bit risky. So since it is nearing double, I can do this, and if he Pekka's in the back again, I can hit opposite lane. And I'm gonna hover like a Valkyrie because as much as I can't really get punished too much for overcommitting in this matchup, which is pretty good. Okay, let's see. He can't really take care of the skeletons, even if he does Mother Witch right there. And I'm gonna go in again. Okay, that was kind of a mistake, but it should be fine. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna play defense right now, just because I want to make sure I'm able to go in. I could log that Mother Witch, but there's no point since it's already gonna die to my defensive expo. And I'm gonna rocket this in case he put something else to it, and I was kind of correct. So that was sort of a prediction rocket right there. Just gonna Ice Wizard on the right lane, where I have the most damage. If he fireballs my Ice Wizard, that's a bad play by him, just because he has to like spend a bar barrel just to kill it. So in reality, he's spending like 5 elixir for my 3 elixir Ice Wizard. And yeah, this is looking pretty good on our end. Okay, I'm gonna put another Tesla down and go in, since I know he's low in elixir. And you're probably wondering why I didn't NATO that, because I want to keep my elixir advantage. And even though I could NATO that to get a lock, it is risky, because if they do put something else away from where you're gonna NATO, you're just spending 3 elixir for no reason. Okay. Alright. Gonna Ice Wizard down here. Gonna Rocket. And yeah, that's GG. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for everyone who stayed. You guys are the real ones. I really appreciate y'all. And yeah, hopefully you guys can like, comment, and share this video. If you guys have any questions of any plays I make throughout the video, just feel free to comment below, and I'll feel free to try to explain.